Hey everyone and welcome. If you're here to absolutely crush the CUET biology exam, you are in the perfect spot. Today, we are going to tackle two topics from biomolecules that are just, well, they're gold mines for easy marks, but they're also super easy to get mixed up. We're going to make sure that's not you.
Okay, let's just get right to it. I see this happen every single year. Students spend weeks on really complex topics like genetics, but then they lose simple, straightforward marks from two specific areas. Any guesses? Yep, you got it. Vitamins and nucleic acids. Seriously, these are the spots where one tiny, silly mistake can make a huge difference.
But that's not happening to us. Here's my promise to you. Give me just the next 5 minutes, and we are going to lock these concepts down so tight that any question CUET throws at you will feel like a total freebie. So let's go get those marks.
All right, first up, vitamins. I know the word itself can seem a little intimidating with all those letters and weird scientific names, but here's the secret. Just think of them as two big families. Once you get the rules for each family, the rest is actually pretty easy.
So what are they, really? The two keywords you have to lock in for the exam are right here: organic, micronutrients, and small amounts. Just think of it like this. Your body can't make them. You have to get them from your food, and you only need a little bit. Simple as that.
Now listen, this slide right here, this is probably the single most important concept about vitamins for your exam. The two families, fat-soluble and water-soluble. And the crucial difference is right there in that last column, storage. The fat-soluble ones, A, D, E, and K, they stick around, they get stored. But the water-soluble ones, B and C, nope. Any extra just gets flushed right out. I'm telling you, examiners love asking about this difference.
Okay, let's do a super quick rapid fire of their jobs. Don't memorize big long sentences, just make a connection. Ready? Vitamin A, vision. Vitamin D, bones. Easy. Vitamin E is like a little shield for your cells. It's an antioxidant. And here's the big one. Vitamin K is for clotting. Get it? Blood clotting. Then C is for collagen, and the whole B complex family, they're just little helpers for your metabolism. Done.
Perfect. So we've got vitamins locked down. Now let's move on to our second topic, nucleic acids. If vitamins are the little workers in your body, then nucleic acids, well, they're the master blueprint. They're literally the code of life.
So let's break it down. What are they? Basically, they're just really, really big molecules, or biopolymers, and they're built out of these smaller, repeating parts called nucleotides. And their one huge, massive job? To store and pass on all the genetic instructions that make you, you.
And what's this nucleotide thing made of? It always breaks down into three simple parts. First, you've got a nitrogenous base. Think of these as the letters of the genetic alphabet. Second, a pentose sugar. And third, a phosphate group. That kind of glues it all together. That's it. Remember those three parts.
And knowing those three parts leads us right here to the classic DNA versus RNA comparison. Guys, this table is an absolute goldmine for MCQs. Look, the sugar is different, the number of strands is different, but the one they ask about all the time is the basis. DNA has thymine, or T, but RNA says, nope, not for me, and uses uracil, or U instead. Mark my words, a question on this is coming.
Okay, you've got the concepts down. Now for my favorite part. The little hacks and tricks that will make this stuff stick in your brain, even under exam pressure. So get ready, because you're going to want to remember these.
So how in the world do you remember which vitamins are fat-soluble? It's so simple. Just say this silly sentence out loud with me. The fat cat is in the ADK. A-D-E-K, ADEC. There you go. Those are your fat-soluble vitamins. You're never going to forget that now, are you?
All right, pop quiz. This is a classic question, a real examiner's favorite. Read the slide. Which base do you find in RNA that you will never, ever find in DNA? Take a second, think about it, lock in your answer.
And the answer is uracil. Yes! Did you get it? Remember, in the world of RNA, there's just no T. U takes its place. It's one of the most basic differences, and it is such an easy mark to grab on the exam.
Awesome job. We're in the home stretch now. Let's do a super fast final review with a couple of practice questions just to make sure all this information is permanently cemented in your brain.
Okay, question 1. The key word here is blood coagulation. What was our little trick for that? K is for clotting. That's right. So the answer has to be C, vitamin K. See, those little tricks really work.
All right, next up, messenger RNA. The clue is right in the name. The M stands for messenger. So what does it do? It carries a message, right? From the DNA blueprint out to the protein factory, the ribosome. Now look at the options. Which one says that? Yep, it's clearly D.
And here it is. This is your ultimate 30-second cheat sheet. Seriously, take a mental picture of this. Fat-soluble is ADEK, water-soluble, B and C. K is for clotting. DNA has T, RNA has U. DNA is a double helix, RNA is single. These 6 little points, that could easily be 2 or 3 questions right there.
So, moment of truth, how'd you do on those 2 questions? Be honest, drop your score in the comments below, whether it was 2 out of 2 or 1 out of 2. I really want to see how you did. And hey, if you found this helpful and you're serious about acing CUET, make sure you're part of the team. We break down topics like this every single week. Keep up the amazing work, and I'll see you in the next one.